Hey guys, it's Ashley. So as I'm sitting here and I'm kind of editing, I'm sort of going like, wow, like I love this concept so much. And I really think that this is going to be the next sort of advancement space, if you will, in just our realization of what true relationships are. And as with all my work, what I find is that the clues or the dialect, the pieces, the dialogue even have been there the entire time. So when we say things like our better half or our other half, or falling and finding in love with your opposites, they say opposites attract, the yin yang, concept, etc. I feel like that the pieces were already out there for us to sort of find and then put them together. So I wanted to just take a second and take a look at this example. This would actually be a masculine example because the strongest side is the rational side, which is actually identified as a pink or a red color, and which, as you guys may or may not know, my theory on that is that we actually attract, so it's like peacocking, we attract our opposite vibration by drawing them in with a color that they would respond or associate to, which is why I feel like feminine is often identified as with pink and or wearing pink, right? Because that would attract the masculine, and the opposite vibration with the masculine and blue, though not stereotyping because I can get down with some blue myself. All of my decorations are like both. So it's not about stereotyping. This is literally just kind of calling the simplest facet of what it is. So at a gender reveal party, it's pink, it's blue, right? Okay. Grateful. But by all means, if you're a masculine, please wear pink and vice versa. So this example, the masculine side is stronger, and then the feminine side or the emotional side is lesser. But when you can come into that space where they link up in the center, so we hear, again, here's the clues, here's the pieces. We hear, find your center, right? Balancing, harmony, peace in the indifference. And so when we can take this into an actual, literal, scientific way of how a counselor speak would be the rational, emotional sides of yourself, then we can see how that is actually something we can tangibly achieve, harmony, through balancing these sides of ourselves, anchoring in the center. If we're falling too far in one direction or the other, then we're consistently out of balance, right? That's why so many rational leads have issues with expressing and sharing their emotions, and having that vulnerable exchange. And a lot of strong emotional leads have a problem rationally expressing themselves and being grounded or pragmatic, which we know that both, in order to live a really healthy life, are actually necessary. Okay, so that's the self, right? So we can find harmony in the self, but this is the part that really gets me excited. What happens when the feminine meets the masculine, right? So here's an example of a strong masculine, but they've got that emotional side to the self. Every single person has the opposite vibration within them as well. So that's really like the yin yang theory as well. And so then here's a really strong emotional, and so you can see that they also have the rational essence within them. So we've covered the fact that by ourselves we can achieve harmony, right? Peace in the indifferent and centering. But this is the cool piece, because when we're in a partnership, we actually do go deeper. And here's how. You see how both, when we come together, right, with somebody, that we're in total harmony or balance, it's two become one. So our full side can express itself in balance with the partner's connection. Your lesser essence is supported equally as well. So ultimately you're stronger through this connection, but can obtain harmony with yourself. So does that make sense? So if you put these pairs together, right, you can see the feminine and the rational sides of self are fully expressed and they're balanced through the partnership, right? So it's not like within the self where to obtain balance you have to anchor into that center space. Within a partnership, you can really fully express in both directions and know that you're going to be supported by that balancing frequency, so that two literally become one. So literally we are stronger together. And this is also sort of a different way of coming together with the yin yang, because I like the idea of just sort of honoring that full expression, and seeing how that it's really balanced. So yeah, Pink and Blue love story, harmony, peace in the indifference. There's also a love story. This is really not the bulk of the book here, but there are articles, inserts that are going to give you some tips and tricks to talk about unifying and true love and harmony and exploring all those concepts. But really what gets me excited about Pink and Blue love story is that the bulk of the book is actually just that. It's a fictional, based on real happenings, love story. And so it's kind of just a fun read. All right, much love. Have a great day.